there.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are
Hey,
you doing?
hi, how are you doing? Hope everything is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little cold here. We are not usual have cold weather here in Kuwait, but yeah, I'm enjoy it in a way.
but it's -5 Celsius, I think, here today
I
with the wind
I
chill.
know, I know. For me, Canada is really nightmare. I can't survive one day there. I've been
Yep.
there two times in Montreal, in Canada. I have family relatives there, family members there. I visit there two times. It's a very good country, very good people, but weather is really hard for
Yeah,
me.
I love Montreal.
Yeah. It's
They
Montreal.
they have a they have
It's a
a
perfect.
way to have a good time in the winter and in the summers.
I I've been there in summer and I've been there in winter, but I love summer more than winter. Winter
Yeah.
I can't go outside my apartment. This is the problem. Because
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
used because I'm originally from Egypt. I'm Egyptian, so also our weather is it's hot also. So I'm not
yeah.
living in winter. Hi Karen, how are you doing? I don't say. I hope everything is okay. Okay, so let us start. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
let
so
us start.
I think I sent you like because I was like, okay, now I'm getting into I started
Yeah,
writing notes and then I was
yeah,
physically working on a lot of grants and have a lot of
yeah.
ideas and
Great, because because when you approach with your idea and figure out this is not just regular task. You need something very smart and you need something very organized because Monday.com and all this stuff it's okay, but mostly for beginner or just for one man show. You just do it for to organize yourself, but it's not okay for medium or big scale work. So because this I'm figure out because also I was very afraid because when I'm sending you proposal, I'm afraid you are reject this proposal because it's very different for what you ask, okay? Because you ask
well
something maybe really different.
well
But I am very happy you are accepted.
yeah, well, Karen, she we started off with Monday because we're like, let's just get something to like improve small because my dream was to go this direction. And I think
Yeah.
I might have invited you because I was telling Karen, I'm like, I think we just need someone that knows more about
Yeah.
databases.
Yeah. Okay, so actually, for me, the main thing for me right now, all the small details, it's okay. What you need and the direction inside the system itself, it's no problem on it. But the main things for this project is the start point and the end point. Okay, this is the main things for this project. What in between, it's not really matter for now because right now my task will be implementation plan and the implementation plan in AI system and on programming world, which is I'm test each thing before I am make implementation plan. I will test everything, every because you have a lot of data and you have a lot of requirement also like tags and all this stuff. So for me, the main thing to understand the start and the end point. I'm sending you before meeting the main questions which I needed urgently in this meeting to start with my implementation plan.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you
So
just can you take a look because
yeah,
for me it's better writing English more than I'm speaking English
okay.
because I'm not speaking English very well, but I can understand and can writing very well.
Okay, I think what I sent, there were answers to some of the first ones as I went.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Then I got off because I wanted to make sure that I
Mhm.
got some of the specific
Thanks.
line items for the tags and things like that.
yeah,
Um, in terms of when we're so I guess the basically if we're saying start point and end point, I think you've got the phases kind of right. I think ideally it is getting a platform that if we can get a single client working right, and then that can replicate for each individual client, um, that's kind of like phase one with like all their data there. And then hopefully even within that same, like, I love the user interface style that you've chosen. I just find it like intuitive to me that you're like, you can like just click over
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the client data. And
Yeah.
then like, I think it would be good to, at the end of that process, to be able to like click one more over and essentially have like your standard chat bot for like whatever. I think I probably use a Claude
Okay.
API that can work on that client. And if that we get all of these clients on and tagged appropriately, that would be great. And then the automations of potentially being able to automatically move like the transcripts from meetings to the right person,
Mm.
to the right client.
Yeah.
And then the email aspect can be automated, but even for now, it could be just like a place where we just copy and paste things from meetings or or from emails and drag and drop. So it's not like all sorts of personal messages. Who knows? Like there could be, it
Yeah.
could be a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
garbage in there.
Yeah. 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 Sure. Okay. So, okay. I will accept. Okay, great. So I will explain this more. I need more general overview. Look, you have already your system. Okay, you have Mandy.com, your system. You have Google Sheet. You have everything right now. Okay. So the start point, what I mean of start point, the start point will be the web app, right?
Yeah.
Or you need to go other way else. I just need to understand this.
No,
So yeah, so this is will be centralized system,
yeah,
or you
centralized on
yeah,
the web
this
app.
is great. What is the end point? The end point should be the
Oh,
system itself.
yeah,
Like, okay, tell me.
like the overview, like my dream endpoint, or like,
Yeah, 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 my friend. Look, look, look.
so
I am here to make
I
your dream come true. So
ideally,
just
so
explain.
we have really two sets of data when we think about it. We have the company data, and then we have, or like, and database of companies, and then we have a grant database
Yeah,
of grants that we could apply for
this
or
is
we're
what
going
I
to
need to hear. Okay, great.
apply for. And basically they come together. Like we
Yeah,
select a grant over here, a company over here, and we use the data about the grant and the data about the company to actually write the grant, that write the kind of application for the grant basis what's required of it.
very good. Should be the phase two, right? So
Mhm.
basically, so basically, what we are doing right now, which will be phase one, will be the output for the phase two. Based on
Mhm.
that, I need to know. Yeah, I need you to hear your dreams or what you need to achieve. Based on that, I will design the phase one to be as a phase one and make everything and every tools be ready for phase two. So
And
that's I'm correct. That I'm
yeah,
correct.
that sounds right, because that's where I think when I was saying if we have in the client data, we have grant applications we've done, we
Yeah,
should be thinking that they actually should be connected to the grant database at some point in the
yeah,
future.
yeah. What kind of this grant database? The grant database, which mean, sorry, we have 1 hour here. So based on that, I
Yeah,
will. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, great.
that's fine.
So yeah, so what you mean by grant database? The grant database, which is what you already did before for grant,
Yeah.
or the grant rules and the grant. I don't know in Canadian what to
So,
say, but
The
what?
guides,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guidelines.
the guides
well,
and all the stuff, or mix
let me
of this
just,
or that.
maybe if I just show you kind
Yeah.
of what
Yeah,
we mean by that. So
yeah,
there's some companies right now, I'll show you kind of a workflow, or if I was,
yeah,
Just before you continue, Morgan, Morgan sent you like a notes so you can read them. I don't know if you have the chance. And
yeah,
he also recorded a loop video last night. I don't know if you had the
yeah.
chance to. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
I see it. I see it. I said all.
Excellent. Okay, go
Yeah, yeah.
ahead, Morgan.
Yeah.
So periodically I get emails, or there's probably about 2,000 or 3,000 different funding opportunities in Canada. So some are
Yeah.
directly from the government, some some companies, and we might get to there at the beginning, go, we're going to
Yeah.
have every single grant and keep it up to date. I don't think that that's very efficient because we have no way to like physically help our clients.
Yeah.
So instead, when I find a grant, they kind of look like this. They make summaries for them and make it easier for people, where it says who are the eligible type applicants, what kind of eligible activities or projects. And it's essentially a summary of what's called the grant guidelines, which is more of a PDF. Let me just show you an example.
The grant guidelines, this is for a specific categories, or this is in general?
For a specific grant. So every grant will
Yeah.
have a document. This is probably a good one here.
So basically, what you are saying is in the government, they are propose the grant in website and say, okay, this kind of activity have opportunity to have grant. It's like
Yeah.
this.
Exactly. So this
Yeah.
this would be standard. Every grant has one because they all have to have rules and it's all
Yeah.
regulated.
Yeah.
So it gives you things around. And if I was to write or try to match people, it's really, there's eligible applicants, but that's often pretty basic stuff. Like you must be in Ontario, and that like
Yeah.
everybody almost can apply to these things. So it's not a
Yeah.
really one, but the eligible projects and activities are important. And it
Yeah.
usually also has, these aren't as important, like it's important when we're doing budgets and things like that, but it also usually includes evaluation criteria as well for when we're actually writing the grant. So I tell it to actually consider the evaluation criteria or what have you in it. But let me actually go to, I think Monday is probably just a good place, Karen?
Yes, I think so.
Do we have one that's all the grant database? I don't know if I actually made one or not. No.
No, I don't.
We have kind of a working grant database where we think there's certain useful pieces of data for it. We would probably, in the grant database, very much like how you did the client one, where it has like the name of this isn't this project. So the name of the funding opportunity, some of these details about how much money, when it's open for, and like application guides. Sometimes there's portals. Where's ones that kind of were filled out here?
I think I'm already put it in our system, the matching processing for each company, and this is I think this is what's good for me to good step.
And then
Yeah.
what essentially is I think for the most part, the problem with other people that do the matching, and that's why I think it's like the last thing that we really need to do is you end up probably getting too many matches for a company. But the reality is some grants are impossible to get and some are like much easier to get. So for me, I would like to take a grant and rank the companies versus other people.
Yeah.
Take the company, try to rank the.
Can I explain this point, because this is very important point, which is how the matching and ranking will be, okay, based on that, so you can have idea how we are matching. Based on that, we can go in each way.
But
yeah, tell me. Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I think we might have to do some testing and things like that, because I think a lot of people do, like, if you look at, I'll share a competitor with you, but it's really like drop down menus, and it's based on how many full-time employees, revenue numbers.
Yeah.
versus I find that people can apply to a lot more things than they think they can.
Yeah.
And
Look, for me, look, how much you are trusting Facebook and social media platform matching you with their product. Like, I think
yeah,
they are very good, right? When
yeah,
they are matching you with your product, we just need to write something in WhatsApp and you find this thing is coming to your Facebook or something.
Mm.
Yeah. This is exact because I'm very specialized in this area. This is exactly what I'm doing with the matching processing in my
okay,
end. It's same way, it's same algorithm. Okay, you can find here because I'm also working similar project for Chinese company. You see
okay.
my no? So I
Oh,
just
here I
want
can.
to share my screen to show you how we are making this, because based on that, if you are say okay, so based on that, I will put this part in our data or phase one to because this will be hard if I make it in the second phase
Okay,
because I'm set up my pipeline for data. So based on that, I will
yeah,
set up pipeline for matching. So as I'm already there, so I can work on it. It will not cost a lot.
okay,
But if this is in second phase, I need to set up everything from start. Based on that, I need to show you how it's come. If you are say okay, so this will be very good. Okay, right now, okay, this is what we have. This basically as a charity in China. The charity in China have different events. Okay, it's similar, it's same concept but different purposes. They are have events, and this events I have a lot of events, and every day there is someone come and say, okay, I have this, I have a company, I have 30 people in this company. We are working in this, and I'm working with that. Based on that, please recommend me what is the best event is relative to me. So
yeah,
this is very specific. So based on that, what we do here, what we have two databases. One is the first database, which can be Airtable, which can be any database, and the vertical database. This vertical database is the secret here. This is vertical database. It's like this when we are saying about tag also. So
mhm,
each event will be like this. By the way, this is metadata, but if we are going here, I will need to show you
yep,
how it's data, we organize this data. This is very important. This is the same way for Google, same way for social media programming. So here, let us say this is our text. Here's the text, here's the data, here your company, here your grant, anything. Based on that, okay, this is will be translated to this. Look this.
mhm.
This is machine language. This is machine. Every text be like machine language. All
Is
the text, all your data, all your image, all your contract, everything. You have any questions?
no, is this what they kind of like when they
Wait,
it's like reg
wait.
or like or where it's vector
Ye-
based like
Yeah, exactly. It's vector
positions
based.
in
Yeah,
space, I guess.
yeah. It's like this. Okay. Based on that, when we make query like here, okay, so we are matching all this number with what we are exist. Based on that, when we are searching to the system, it's give us exactly match. It's around 75 to 80% of matching. We are asking here for 10 relevant, 10 relative event. So he give us with a score, each one with a score.
Mhm.
Okay, and they come down with data and all the stuff here. So he recommend us this one with all information and the link and everything. So this is I don't know who we are talking with, but this is the true
Okay.
way to do this matching. So I can give you my word, which is this is will be the matching processing will
Okay.
be
Or
yeah.
I just wasn't too like this is where I need the expert like you to like be like, no, need to set it up properly in this way because it's going to be harder to do later on or something.
Yeah, because this, but based on that, if this okay, so based on that, because I will make pipeline. So in the back end will be pipeline. Based on this, right now, for now, I will not only set up the database, but I will need to set up the database and the vertical database. So when I'm gather your information, so for your information will go to not one place, it will be to three places. The first place, the client area for the client, and the
Yeah.
second place will be the company area, and the third place will be the vertical area. Based on that, after after 1 year or something, if you need to transfer the system to be like really agent, like someone you can talk with it and he do all the stuff back end, can be happen because we have
Okay, that
all things be ready.
I think probably when I sent you maybe around the first time, I was trying to figure out a way to make a vertical database manually using AI.
Yeah,
You saw
this
what
is yeah. This is what is look. This is the main thing was inspire me because I know right now. I know you have this sense. You are looking for this solution. Based on that, I make my presentation. I'm saying no. This man, he don't need what exactly asking. That he needs something else. Okay. So this is way for matching. Based on that, we have our input, which is our input will be inside the platform, and the output will be in chat. Right.
yeah.
In this phase
Yeah.
will be in chat. What kind of tell
And
me.
probably in this phase we would need in some because you're building like the matching, we'll have to have the kind of not quite as many, just that main page for uploading grants into the grant database, for instance.
Yeah.
Or we can give you a spreadsheet with like the files, because there's usually maybe 2 or 3 files per grant, but it'd be a good place. I like to still not randomly put every grant in there, but like the ones that I work on with people. So like if there's just a way to keep adding to the grant database over time, so that it becomes a vertical database, but eventually we could take it where each grant is like its own type of company, because in the future we may want to make that public facing on our website if we actually have like a full database of stuff.
Okay. Let me explain this point. Sorry, I'm interrupt you, but this is how I'm thinking. Okay, so what we will need here, we will need the second phase will after the data collection will be you. Actually, we will clone you. Okay, what we will do right now, we'll make AI model. This AI model have your knowledge, have your recommendation, have you what you are saying right now. Do this, do that, do this, do this, do this, do this. And based on this knowledge, this AI models will divide this data, send this data, send exact this data to client area, and make summarize based on your recommendation to be sent it to the company database, and based on also your work and your knowledge, he will make tags for this client data and make summarize for this client data for better matching to send it to vertical database. This is what I think this is the solution.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, I think
This
once
is
we get going,
this is too much work.
No, I go too far. Karen hears me chat about
This
this.
is
Like,
problem. This is
like
problem.
I just
You
keep
are very
going and going
attractive.
and going. But that's
Yeah,
where if
I will
seeing
go
what
with
you're
you.
doing on such a quick basis, even before we started working together, I think it will
Yeah.
just be important to have
Okay.
Loom feedbacks as we go, because then
Yeah.
even if you start going in one direction, I'm like, I can have a question around it and you could be like, no, this is the reason why, or, oh, okay, that's a piece of knowledge about the grant writing industry or my own personal
Yeah.
knowledge that's useful to.
This is what I'm also need to ask you. What after all this, did you need this system for you or your company, or did after this we need to be like subscription, because this is the future of your industry, by the way. If you
So
don't make it, now, other will make it. Based on that, did you need, because also I need to make a count of this to select which tools can we expand later to do this stuff.
yeah,
Okay, this is what you
so
need
the
after this.
so I think it's one of those things, if we think of like it's a private portal for us to begin with, and we're managing the data. We might want to have like a login for clients to maybe update their profiles potentially.
Yeah,
And I could see a world where a lot of my clients, like a lot of people are using AI, but like not like a cleaned up database of theirs. I can see a really nice subscription model where
yeah,
then I can like layer on an AI tool or two that's just on their own data that they could use. And then there could be a subscription model in the future. But really for us, it's kind of, I think there's a huge amount of power for us to kind of keep it a
yeah,
little bit ourselves to begin with. And I
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
we have some competitors, one's happily.ai, and they've gone down, they're AI specialists and not grant writer specialists.
yeah,
Or, so they've gone down like a rabbit hole of like not solving the problem, which is actually submitting the writing and submitting them. They
yeah,
went down the rabbit hole of trying to optimize matching and getting
yeah,
60,000 people onto their platform, but none of them
yeah,
actually have applied to
yeah.
any grants.
Yeah.
So,
I'm totally understand this, my
and
friend.
I would
I'm totally,
rather
yeah,
get it right with
yeah.
our first 40 companies, make them tons of money. Word of mouth is already exploding for us. That's why we need this platform.
Step by step.
And then eventually, but there's a point where the dream would be, and I've already talked to some of the funding agencies, is I do not think that we need to have applications in the future for the
Mm,
funding. The
yeah,
government, we have the company puts all their information, or we put it in there. The government comes on this side and just puts their own objection and evaluation criteria. It ranks the companies and they
yeah,
deploy the
yeah,
money.
yeah.
No application.
Okay, okay. This will be great, but how we will do it? Okay. So right now, the second thing was, which is everything is clear. The next step for me, this is make implementation plan. This implementation plan, which should be really the very important things. It's around 40 to 50% of success of this project will be in the implementation plan. What you need me to do, or what look, I just try to fix any issue before we are starting. I just reflect what's my experience, what's make problem, what's the make project fails, and just telling to you to just be 100% sure this is project will succeed. There is any limitation for this, there is any budget for this. Some of my clients, when this is, I need to know before I make the implementation plan, because sometimes I make the implementation plan and say, okay, this will take around 1 month, 2 months, and I work on it around 40 hours or 50 hours per week, and that's it. Okay, he come after I make implementation plan and say, oh, this is too much for me. I plan to do this and do that. Based on that, I will make another implementation plan to minimize the things and all the stuff. So I need to be clear right now what you are looking for here. For me, I can work 60 hours per week, 10 hours per day. I can do this. But
I,
what you,
if you have time to like put your full attention on it, um, then
by the way, I'm only working for one project. I can't.
yeah.
This is for I'm not this. This is look. Sometimes people say I'm smart. Yes, sometimes I'm smart, but I have this problem. I can't work with two projects. I only work for one project. This is what can
So
I do?
I'm like, I was looking for someone like to come in and do this like in some kind of fashion, whether on like to get it done as the first phase of the project, but then even
Yeah,
ongoing. If we think like after a
yeah,
couple months, like we're like working really well together and you're like, let's just keep fine tuning this. We can do this and that and just keep building tools on. Like we'd love to keep working. So if we have like a couple months to get like, see what we can come up with, like I don't want to have a beautiful solution that like then is not kept up to date, not improved upon
Sure, sure,
or what have
sure,
you.
sure. And
But
yeah,
I think there's like, yeah, once we get going, I'd love to keep going and making it better and better and better. So
great, great. Yeah, so what you answer right now, what can I understand? I spend as much time as I can to make the very good solution with high quality result. This is what can I understand? Great.
yeah,
Because for me, I'm also very look. This what I am doing right now. Okay, it's not all about money. Yeah, money is important, but for me, the success is not how much money I get from you. The success is how you are happy, and I am first I am happy with what I'm doing. I think this is make difference between me and for other. I have a vision about what I'm doing. So
and it
yeah,
should be like a mind to like
yeah,
scale, like in case like I'm
yeah.
hiring some more grant writers. I know it's just Karen and I right now, but I'm at full capacity. And
I
so we need to
think
make sure.
I think you will not need to have anyone else. I think this thing can do many things, but it's all up to you to estimate what you need. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Another,
no, I mean more
Yeah.
like client facing onboarding people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. What I am behind, what my vision also I need to we have 30 minutes left. What my vision and what I will build my system. Okay, I will build a system that can be afterward, maybe 2 months or 3 months off. Because look, we will face problem, we will face error. This is very normal in AI because we are not building a stable system like you put this input and you get same input output. No, we make something have thinking, have more dynamic
and
based on yeah. Tell me.
and the other thing to keep in mind if we are scaling with a lot of confidential client information, you can imagine
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to take into consideration security protocols.
This is what I'm asking you first in my first meeting, and you say no. I don't need anything. This is what what I'm already thinking about
Well,
energy.
like
Yeah,
it's more like we've got to make sure like each of the companies is siloed, but like overall, like the whatever the regulations are from a security perspective for like at least
I
Canada. And I believe like someone just mentioned to me, but like there's probably something that we need to keep the data on Canadian servers, no matter what whoever we're.
Yeah, okay, okay. This is what my answer. I'm very familiar with this, but with the European Union because I'm working for Mercedes for Germany. So I can make systems that align with the GBD or the European. I think the same in Canada. I
Yeah.
think Canada is not more strict than Germany. So don't worry about this point, but this will cost you more, not from my side, but for more for ongoing working because the specific server for Canada it will be more higher price and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
this is very. What about US? If we are stores that in United States, what you think?
And it's probably fine. Like as long as like let me like look into it. I think it should be fine if maybe it's in North America. We tend to like align pretty closely with the US.
Yeah,
But it shouldn't be that if we've built something and we find out later that we have to, for whatever reason, because we get the thing is we could theoretically, as I said, I think there's a tipping point of just getting 1,000 good companies where the
yeah.
government employs us to give out the money, in which case
Yo,
they may want, so instead of us taking our success fee from the client, the
yeah.
government gives us $100 million to give out.
Okay, so okay. Look, this is my solution, okay, and reasonable solution also, because what you are asking for, okay, it can be achieved, but the problem most of our sources or our service provider don't have servers in Canada. Based, just I will give
US
you a
should be
solution.
honestly fine,
Yeah,
but
US will be US is great. to the first step, or I will build my system to be stored in United States for your internal work, as long as you've done this for your firm. But when we are going, and I will design system to be more flexible to move the server or the back end itself.
Mhm.
After it, when you are go to make this public and make platform and all this stuff, so we can make it easy, invest on this point and move all this data. We will build our server. This will be your server, not other
Mhm.
server. You will buy some ships and all this stuff. I can come
Yeah,
visiting you and make this setup for you, and I'm left, no problem. So
Okay.
yeah, so we'll be in your office or something. So we'll be
yeah,
in Canada.
so that's future problems. Let's
Yeah,
not get too far
yeah,
ahead of us. And
yeah,
Mhm.
if that's a solution that I need to be finding, we're probably in a good spot.
yeah, yeah. Don't worry. Everything will be good smooth. So I think we are in implementation plan. What your communication rule? Because today I think we can start the contract, or you need to. Okay,
Yeah.
so so after it, I will really would like if we have direct communication in Slack on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
This is what, because I will basically, maybe I will send you for this the first week. Maybe I will send you every day, or between time to time. I just not be sure with something, so I will record the Loom video for you, and when you have time, you are asking me, or you are answering me, because I think the implementation plan will take around between 3 to 1 week to set up everything. Okay, and we, after implementation plan and after we confirm implementation plan, we can work directly in the system. So I think
Okay.
this is okay for you.
Yeah,
When
that
you
works.
need
We can
this done?
the whole
Ooh,
thing,
okay.
right? Or
Yeah,
when?
because I think this is problem in connection.
Oh,
Yeah. Can you repeat,
Again,
please?
please. Yeah,
I can hear you.
No, we didn't understand what you said. Another.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, there is loss of connection. Sorry with this. Everything is, can hear me right now?
Yep.
Okay, what I'm saying, I will need the direct communication tools like WhatsApp or Slack. So that's it. I will, if you can, can you edit the Upwork job description, or this something you can't
Yep.
make?
We can. Do you
I
have a way that what do you
Yeah,
want it to be, I guess, for the new description?
yeah, I send it to you right now,
Okay.
because this is more a lie. You can read it first, and you can and for me, I will edit the price. The proposal I'm sending to you to be 40 hour $40 per hour, and I will sign the contract, and I'll send it to you today.
And we'll
So
countersign.
yeah, yeah, I will sign it and send it to you today, so I can work in weekend. Can you, based on that, after I'm signing the contract and you start work, can I have access to your Monday and all your stuff?
Yep.
Yeah,
We
this
can
is,
do that. Would it be easiest for us to set up a fun spoke email for you?
yeah, this is
I will.
I need you big emails. I work all everything, okay, to access in weekend, not in Monday, because in weekend I need to make things ready for Monday. I will start make implementation plan in Monday, but I need to look for everything in weekend. Based on that, we can save money.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah,
Will you
yes, Karim.
be will you be able to send us like a timeline, or not very specific or detailed what you're doing, but at least knowing like it's gonna take 2 weeks to start putting everything together, then I'll
Look,
start like designing, you know?
yeah. The implementation plan, including timeline for each. Is it?
Okay,
Look, implementation
awesome.
plan. It's everything. Okay,
Okay,
implementation plan. Every step we have timeline for it. Okay, And
you.
yeah, this is will be exactly when you are set. You just have this implementation plan. Today I will get this. Today I will do this. Today I will. This is implementation because this is very important. This is really
Thank
very
you.
important. Yeah, this is most of work. So that's it.
Thank
I'm
you.
saying, yeah, I'm sending you the new description. So if you can just update your Upwork, okay, and
Yeah.
also I will make editing in my hourly rate. So we you can just send me the 40. Okay, I make it save. Okay, I think yeah. I think it's be edited.
And
Yeah.
this is more like a future type thing. Like I kind of I like how your your I guess your UI is. I don't know what platform you're using for that kind of UI, but like will that ever we could always modify like the look of that in
Sure.
the future, right?
Sure. I'm working JavaScript. I'm working Python, but right now I work with AI coding programming with like Bolt, like Cursor, like all this stuff. But for me, the UI is very important for me. Otherwise, it's internal because I know in the data section or data job, the people they are feeling boring when they are working too many hours, and this
Mhm.
boring will cause problem and the mistake. Based on that, set up the UI to not be boring. Also, I'm thinking to make something funny on it, like every time, every 5 minutes, some joke it's come or something, or yeah, yeah, I like this stuff. Or count. Maybe if you have employee or something, so each one he have like counting. If he reaches this number, he make data. If he reaches this number, so he have this prize of anything. Okay, so this is
I,
some, yeah,
I like that.
this some
Like
creative thing.
for getting
Yeah,
organizing the data or something.
yeah, yeah. This is very important because the data is. If we have any
Well,
problem with the data, so will affect our work.
for me, to be honest, like you how you just made that UI, like sold it to me because my problem is I find that people make things too complicated sometimes, or like it's not
Yeah,
intuitive, where you're bouncing
yeah,
around, you're clicking in and out of stuff, but like
yeah,
everything stays there so you can like move
yeah. This
without
is my
moving.
thing. This look the idea I have mixing skill. The first thing I have my degree in mathematics, and after it I have my degree in computer engineer. But in the end, I have my master in history and art, ancient art,
Mm.
especially in this point. So I have part of this and part of that. So don't worry, my friend. We done here. Did you need anything? I will need a lot of things in this week. Please be patient on me because
Do
I
you
will come
do
to
you
you.
need access to like our data on our clients as well? Like should we, or not quite yet, or
Not quite yet. What I'm doing for implementation plan, I need more the samples
okay.
because I will not actually work in the client data, and I don't like to have access to to client data
No.
till I'm already work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, I believe you already have Monday.com the base right now, right? This is
Mhm.
Yeah.
Monday.com. So I need
May-
the
And
Monday.com.
maybe I'll send you one file folder of like an example
Yeah,
company
Yeah, you
data.
have.
yeah, I saw it, and I will figure out how I make this. I have one more question. This is very important. And look, right now, our database or data entry based on manual work. Okay, but did you need this also to be connected to other email or other resource to be automated, like if someone he send you email, this is go directly to database, or what you need
It,
in this part?
it would be good if like the emails could take the attachments and like we
Yeah,
saw this in a software called Carbon for accounting, but like maybe it doesn't put it, maybe it's like an extra area that like email attachments that need tagging or classifying just in case there's like repeat or bad data, or sometimes like people have in their email their logo. So you end up, if you download every attachment, you see their logo is part of it. Oh,
We lost him. He joins again.
Karen, I think we're gonna have to put the solar panel recycling on the back burner.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, I think in January, I think it's Braden is joining us. I think he's gonna be like good for the team. Maybe we can continue with every solar.
Oh, we'll just need to hire more Bradens.
Yes. Yeah. And okay, he's here.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know what's happened.
No worries.
I don't know. Okay, I think you just need to start make this offer, because after it we can have direct connection between us. So based on that we can make the thing easy, because
Yep.
I hate to just have just Zoom, and this things it's
Yeah.
not flexible.
Slack is best for me. Karen knows it's the thing that
Yeah.
pops up most on my phone for responding to.
Okay, so just continue, because we have 15 minutes left. About the email, because this is very, very important. Did I need for implementation plan make the solution to receive your emails and all this stuff and transcript it and add it to data?
What are your thoughts on how much, if it's too much data, or if there's, because sometimes like our workflow a lot can be asking people for details about a specific grant or information about their company in an email, because that's where people tend to like to respond to things.
Yeah.
And so it ends up being a good source. And they also
Sure.
usually send PDFs or like supporting documents through that email.
Mm.
I just know it might be, if we have clean data everywhere else and we have like basically a garbage bin of emails, I don't know if it needs to, if there can be like ways to have the attachments that they've sent us. If there's a way to see if they've already sent it to us before, then it doesn't matter. But before it moves into our true database that we're using on everything, we need to like, someone needs to tag it to move it in or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think the solution is we can divide the phase one to two phase, which is we make the main data section with manual input and make chatbot ready. Based on the result there, we can decide if it can be done automatically and all the stuff, but need be more understanding of what we already have
And
in the backend. Yeah.
to be honest, if you have one of the things I was saying, I think is if there's just a drag and drop feature for the area, it's really easy for someone to like open up their mail and I'm like, oh, they've got a presentation here and I can drag and drop it into there.
Yeah.
Then if you have to go download,
Yeah.
upload.
Yeah. It can be done.
So I think we may not need to, let's say, have it fully connected. Maybe we keep that tab there in case we decide that we want to turn full on. But if we can drag and drop files into the user interface, that's actually good enough for me.
I am already put it, make it in. You see it or not? I make it in bullet section. If you are go to there in bullet section, I will upload bullet. Also, you can review. Let me share my screen very quickly. Okay. You see my screen?
Yep.
So here, just in this point, also I make some update here. Was Excel sheet like this. This is incorrect one. No data found in this area. So you can just put it here and edit also here. Look. So based on that, you can see it. Also based on that, you can deconfigure it. I don't know if you see this or not. I'm already doing it here. So you can organize it and move this stuff before you upload it. If you have access here.
Oh, okay. Then
Okay.
that works. I was just thinking like if it was in the, let's say the main like company
Yeah.
information area where there's like those little upload buttons.
Yeah. We can do it here, and also we can do it here in general client information. So we can replace this with replace with drop
Drag.
section, but this is will be moved from here to be down here, I think.
Yeah,
This
that's fine.
Yeah.
I think I put
Also,
some more
yeah.
details of some extra information in that document I sent to for
Okay.
this.
Okay, the last thing. Okay, this is the last. This is who will have access to this? You and Karen, or there is a different layer of authorization, or each client you need to have ability to enter as a client, as a username, see his data
I
and
think
upload his data. What you need?
at the beginning, it's just internal. I
Okay.
can foresee though, like, as I mentioned, if it does become something where we decide, oh, we want a client login for it. I don't know how hard it is to put the logic and security layers
Don't
in.
worry.
Okay.
Everything can be achieved. Look, everything can be achieved. Just tell me what you need, I will do it. But I like your way of organizing things, just step by step. I like this a lot. Based on each step, we can build the second step. So right now, mainly the phase one mainly will be about the data, about the chatbot to extract this data. That's it. This is the phase one. And also I can make login for you and Karim or anyone from your organization.
And then I could see like it becomes the other thing where if we end up with 10, let's say, representatives chatting with clients, that maybe in the future it wouldn't make sense for them to have access to like every piece of client information.
This will be after. But
this will be after. But
because to achieve it now, I need to build a whole scenario to do this. This is the idea.
Yeah, no, not right now. Just as long as that will be possible potentially in the future. It probably is very much similar to if a client had a login, well, they only get that one. This one, just like they get 10 of them.
Yeah, I think what I'm thinking in the client, which is he go inside and he just sees a grant and he select which grant he needed to apply and just click and just click he can apply. So I think this can be the future for this.
Yeah, I think that's the one click application, and then
because the system he's have already matching. I build this based on that. If he already matching what the grant is specific and the client information meets this grant, and he gives if he have 100%, so why you not apply for it and pay your money? Yeah, it's okay. So I think we are done right now. The next step will be you make offer. You send me the offer, and I will accept it based on the transcription. I will sign right now. Maybe after 1 hour, I will sign contract, send you, and I expect you send me back with your sign because I need to have one copy. We can wait. I don't know. We can wait until tomorrow, but I need this as soon as possible. You set up email for me, and and give this email access to all your data. That's it. From Monday, I will say, and also send me any communication way, like what you are using, WhatsApp or Slack or what?
Slack, I think is probably best.
So based on that, as soon as you make offer, I will send you my email to send me invitation.
Okay. So Karen will probably you'll update the description, and hire, I guess. And you're able to Karen make a new email, or do I need to do that? I think you can do it through the info at.
I can do it. Yes. Yeah, I can do
So
that.
like Nader at funspoke.com.
Yeah, yeah.
Access monday.com, I think, to begin with. And
Yeah.
we won't have to worry about giving him to our client data for now.
Yeah, sure. You send me the invitation?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I say you are sending the invitation in Upwork to send you my email, because I can't send you my email till you send me the contract.
Yeah, so we have to
Okay.
hire you first. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Thank you, Nader.
that's it. We're done right now. Everything is okay. I'm really looking forward to make the future with you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.